Hello, people of YouTube. Right here, the Malik Aaron. Disclaimer: I'm rushing through these because like in a little under an hour, at least right now while I'm recording, I'm going to be watching a pay-per-view. It's going to be a TLC tables, ladders, and chairs. So I'm trying to rush through these. There's not going to be any matches for these next two reviews, these movie reviews. So I apologize, but that's just the way things are. Blame Friday for ruining my schedule. Anywho, that's review. Hancock. Yeah. Starring Will Smith and Charlize Theron. So this movie came out when Will Smith was at his highest high, like right here. Like this was like his streak. I think it started in 2002. He did Men in Black 2. I heard it wasn't a great movie, but still made money. So he did that. Then he did Bad Boys 2. Then he did I, Robot. Then he did Hitch. Then he did Pursuit of Happiness. Then he did I Am Legend. And then he did Hancock. I mean, all those movies made over $100 million in the States. Now, at least like well over 200 million worldwide, some more than double. So he was like the biggest movie star of like the decade, other than I guess Tom Cruise at this point in time. And this was the last movie he made. Well, 7 Pounds was the last movie he made before he took his little 4 years break. Then he did Men in Black 3, which did good. Then After Earth happened. Then Focus didn't do that great. Then he did Suicide Squad. Yeah, not great. So recently it's been up and down like this. But in the 2000s, it was just or actively like that. So this is a superhero movie, but it's not Marvel, not DC. It's not even like what is it? Dark Horse Comics. No, this is an original movie. And so Will Smith stars as well. I believe it's John Hancock. But we're just call him Hancock. He is the worst superhero of all time. Not because he's not powerful, he's definitely not. He has super strength, he can fly, he's invulnerable, mostly, and whatnot, but he has just the worst attitude ever. I mean, he is, like, he does not care about anybody. Like, he doesn't care about the safety of others. He just does what he wants. And I mean, like at the beginning, like yeah, these guys are in the car, and Hancock like flies to the car. They shoot him in the face, but they shoot his glasses and his drink because he's alcoholic. They shot his drink, so you know it's not going to end well for them, and it doesn't. He lifts up the car, flies, and then throws it up and then stomps on it, and then it goes right to like a building, or like on top of a building, like sort of like a needle in a way, just goes right through it. And then the news is just like, what are you doing? You are the worst hero ever. And then like the police wanted to turn him in. Then he meets Jason Bateman, who Hancock saves from like a train. Well, he literally just goes in front of the train, and the train just because of the impact. So Jason Bateman, has his wife Charlize Theron, and a little kid, and they want to they want to help. Well, he wants to help out Hancock so he can help his image with the public. He tries to do that, but well, the first thing he had to do was just get arrested. But before that, in a hilarious moment, see, Hancock gets triggered and his trigger word is, well, I can't say. Let's just say, is hard to say like that. Let's just say a donkey and holes. Yeah. That's the best I could come up. I'm sorry. I don't want to get this flagged. But yeah, if you know what that word, you should know what that word is. But that's his trigger word. Like, this little kid comes up to him and just says it like it's nothing. And Hancock just launches him into the air, just almost to oblivion, and then he just falls down. And afterwards, he just starts crying all the time. That was funny. And there are like other moments you see, so little videos where like Hancock like goes to a little ice cream truck, and he's all like burnt, like he just went into a volcano. And then another one is where he tried to help a whale, and he does, but he doesn't. Like, he throws him into the ocean, but the whale ends up falling on a boat, probably killing everyone on that boat. So, the right intentions, but didn't think it out that well. So then he brings himself in. He's in jail. And everyone wants a piece of him because, he mainly put most of them in there. And then these two guys, and then there's two guys that want to start some stuff. One of them says the trigger word, and then if you've seen the movie, you should know what happens. It's not pleasant. It's not pretty. It's quite horrible. But it is funny. And then, after a while of montage, you must be a hero. He finally, gets released, from, well, he doesn't get released, but he's allowed to go in public and, fight crime as a superhero. Now he has a superhero costume, which looks pretty cool. Stops some, I guess you could say terrorists. Because he got, bombs on everybody. And he has his thumb's on a trigger. And if he lets go of that trigger, boom, it goes off. And that's important. So Hancock, since the dude said the trigger word, he literally takes, I don't know what those things are, but he turns it to a saw, like a very sharp circle, and just throws it, and then his hand is just cut off, clean off. And that was great. And after that, the rest of the movie is just kind of ugh. Because you find out that Charlize Theron, spoiler, is a superhero too, and at first, I'm not sure if he's his sister or wife. I think it might be sister. We know that they're connected. Now a fight. And then more stuff happens and blah, 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 blah. Tries to set for a sequel that never happens, unfortunately. But yeah. So, what do I think? The first half, fantastic. The second half, to be honest. Excuse me. So, yeah, the first half is great. I mean, Will Smith is great in this movie. This is classic Will Smith. Classic, likable Will Smith. It's all of his charisma and everything. He's fantastic. His superhero powers are really cool. He's basically Superman if Superman didn't care all that much about what happened around him. Kind of like the DCU Superman. In a strange way. Maybe this was inspiration for the new Superman in the DCU. Who knows? But Jason Bateman's great. He's likable. His kid's likable. Charlize Theron, she's fine. She's pretty much good in everything. This is like long before she became Furiosa and it revitalized her career. And like the visual effects are really good. I mean, this movie cost like $150 million, so it better look good, and it does. But the second half is just so much like. I think the stopping point was after Hancock, saves the day, from terrorists. That's where the movie just kind of goes down for me. This beginning the first part is just so good. But then it's a shame it just kind of took a left turn and never went back. Yeah, so it's real disappointing. I'm not saying like the fight like Will Smith and Charlize Theron, their superhero fight. I mean, that was pretty cool, pretty awesome. But after that, it just kind of gets dull and yeah, not very interesting. So yeah, that's a shame. So because of the second half being so there, I'm gonna have to give this a 6 out of 10 overall. Like, the first part of the movie, I give an 8. And then the second half of the movie, I give like a 4. And that's a 12. Split in 2 is a 6. So 6 out of 10, sadly. So, I mean, if you like Will Smith movies, you might like this. At least the first half of this. If you like superhero movies, you might get a kick out of it because it's not DC or Marvel. But I really wouldn't recommend it to everybody. But if you do check it on TV, I mean, that's fine. But I wouldn't recommend anyone buying it. I only bought this because it was cheap at McKay's. It was like $2-3, so it was great. So yeah, 6 out of 10. Wish it was better. That is it. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. I will see you all next time. And I am out.